What's up guys, I am BlackOpsAmazing. Welcome back to another zombies Q&A on the channel where we take your questions from the comment section below to do with the zombie storyline, Easter eggs and other things, and we answer them. So as always, if you enjoyed today's video, drop a like on it if you feel like it. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest content on the channel, and without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go. So the first question of today from Infected1911 says, how accurate do you think Voyage of Despair will be to the actual Titanic? So obviously one of our 4 new zombies maps, Voyage of Despair, is going to be set on the Titanic. Some people on YouTube have already done comparisons side by sides of shots from Voyage of Despair and actual shots of the Titanic, but obviously we haven't seen the whole map. However, if you take a look at past maps that we've had that are set on real life places like Der Eisendrache or Mob of the Dead, what Treyarch usually do is they replicate the map for the most part, however they do change some things up. Obviously, to make the map flow, to make it better, Treyarch changed the design of some areas. They changed corridors around from where they lead to, especially if you take a look at Der Eisendrache and the castle in real life, which is in Austria. They're actually not that similar. Obviously, if you went to the castle for yourself, you will be able to notice some areas, for example, the courtyard, the main hall and other places like that. They do look slightly different, but main areas from these real life places are in the map. Like I said, they just changed the layout a bit when they need to, just to make the game flow better. And I honestly expect the same with the Titanic. I don't know if this is true. For some reason, this has just come in my head. But I believe Treyarch said somewhere that they did try their best to get the best accurate representation that they could. So I do think it's going to be accurate. I do think you are going to be able to go to areas and look at old pictures of the Titanic and notice them. However, I also think that some parts will be changed around just because it's a game. If not, like I said, some parts probably won't flow too well and also won't work. The next question says, why does Samantha have a teddy bear? Why does it appear everywhere and what does it mean? So first off, the teddy bear has been an Easter egg since the beginning of Call of Duty. If you go all the way back to the first COD, that is when this whole bear Easter egg started. It's not only specific to zombies, but as I'm sure you know if you've played any other CODs other than the Black Ops series, you can find teddy bears in there, whether it's in Modern Warfare, COD 2, Advanced Warfare. The teddy bear has been an Easter egg in COD since the beginning. You can see this is a bear Easter egg from COD 2. If you go to Modern Warfare, there were teddy bears everywhere. In Modern Warfare 2, they really upped the scales, and the teddy bears did look a little bit different in this game compared to how we saw them previously, but again, they were there, both in multiplayer and the campaign, and then it appeared in more and more games. But we know the teddy bear from zombies. The one that appears in the mystery box whenever you don't get a weapon and it takes it away. Whenever we think of Samantha Maxis, we always see her with the teddy. In fact, this is Samantha's teddy bear, so as you said, well, why does she have it? Why does it appear everywhere? And what does it mean? What does the teddy have to do with zombies? Well, to find this out, you need to go all the way back to World at War. This teddy bear belonged to Samantha. We don't know how long she'd had it. It could have been a gift for her birth. She could have been given it by her father at some point in her life. We don't know. We just know that this teddy belonged to Samantha. And we know that one day in Derice, when Maxis and Richtofen were doing experiments on Samantha's dog Fluffy, they were locking her in the teleporter and teleporting her away. Samantha walked into the lab. She saw what her father was doing to her dog and started crying. She then went to hug Fluffy, but as we know, Maxis and Richtofen had turned her into a zombie, basically a hellhound. And so when Samantha went to hug her, Maxis ran after her. Fluffy trapped both of them in the lab. Richtofen then locked them in. He saw this as his perfect opportunity to get rid of both Maxis and Samantha, as he'd been wanting to do for such a long time. So he locked them in. Fluffy the hellhound then cornered both Maxis and Samantha into the teleporter, and then Richtofen teleported all 3 of them away. Obviously, he thought this would kill them, but instead, Maxis was teleported to a tomb and Samantha was teleported to the moon, where, at the moon, still with her teddy bear, she had this with her all this time. She then touched the MPD pyramid, where we know it opened up, she went inside and became the controller of the zombies. So that is how Samantha ended up trapped inside of the MPD pyramid with her teddy bear in control of the zombies. Whenever we see Samantha, we always see this image. This is her inside of the MPD with her teddy bear. But then we also see it everywhere throughout our zombies maps. Not only is it in the box, but it's laying in different locations throughout our maps. And we believe that Samantha has put this bear here as a representation of her. This bear is like Samantha on Earth. Since she is trapped in the MPD, this bear, whenever we see it, represents her, showing that she's there. As I said, we also see it in the mystery box. Whenever we roll it and don't get a weapon, the bear appears and then takes the box away, it changes the location. We believe this was Samantha's doing. We know that Dr. Monty is the one that gives us the mystery box, but since Samantha was in control, whenever she could, she would take the box away from our characters since she was trying to sabotage them, using the bear to show that it was her. Like I said, the bear is a representation of Samantha. Although for the storyline later on in BO3, it doesn't really make much sense. Samantha isn't in control of the zombies anymore in Black Ops 3 Zombies, yet we still see the teddy bear in the box. In fact, we don't know who, if anyone, was in control of the zombies in BO3, but originally at least, that's how it went. That's why Samantha had the bear, because she got teleported to the moon with it, and then trapped in the MPD, and that's why we also see it everywhere in our zombies maps. It's Samantha's way of telling us that she's watching. And you can actually see this bear looking very strange and acting weird in a lot of our maps. In Buried, and I don't know if this happens any other time, but we can see the bear moving. Very rarely, the teddy bear will move its head as if it's scanning the area looking for zombies or looking around, and then it will quickly just go back to its normal position. So it's like the teddy bear's alive. We've also seen the teddy bear with a sickle. I think this was an Ascension. We saw it wearing a helmet on Moon. In Kine der Toten, in the evil version of Samantha's room, we can see it looking like this, all bloodied up, cut. It has red eyes, like the zombies. You can also see it move on Black Ops 3 Zombies. As we know, in Shadows of Evil, it has the skull over its face. That's specific to that map. And then, of course, we also have the shadow of it in Derice, or the giant. So yeah, we've had the teddy bear since the beginning. It belongs to Samantha. It was a representation of her. What it meant further on in our zombie storyline, we're not too sure, but it's definitely interesting. The next question of today says, what is your top round? And it is 50. I never go past 50 on zombies. I honestly get bored at about round 30, so I always set 50 as a goal if I'm ever going for high rounds, which is very rarely. I think I've only ever attempted a high round on zombies on a couple of maps: Mob of the Dead, Buried, Ascension, and a few others. I think I've reached round 50 on them. All the rest is probably like round 30, 35, 40, something like that if I'm just playing normally. But if I'm actually trying and going for high rounds, then it's 50. Zombies probably starts to get repetitive, and you've pretty much done everything by about round 20, maybe even less than that. And as you get past round 30, the rounds go on for longer and longer, and it takes freaking ages to get up to round 50 anyway. So that's my highest that I would go if I went for a high round, but that's very rarely. I love to play zombies just for playing it, just for having fun, rather than grinding and going for high rounds. It's just not my thing. But let me know in the comment section below what your highest round is in zombies. Be honest, don't lie. And what map. Jimmy's Nick says, yo BOA, what happened in Newtown Zombies after round 25? When the zombie eye colours change from yellow to blue, what is happening? So if you didn't know, Moon and Newtown take place at the exact same time. When our Ultimus characters are playing the Easter egg on Moon, the CDC and CIA are playing down on Newtown. Both of these maps take place at the same time, and we know that after you complete the Easter egg on Moon and Richtofen and Samantha switch bodies, Richtofen then takes control of the zombies. The eye colour of the zombies on Moon will change from yellow to blue, because Richtofen has now gained control over Samantha. And you can actually see that if you play Moon. If you complete that Easter egg, you will see the zombies' eyes change to blue. And so, like I said, because Newtown takes place at the same time as Moon, after round 25, the eye colour of the zombies will change to blue. That is because the Ultimus characters completed the Easter egg on Moon at this time. Also on Newtown, you can actually hear Richtofen saying quotes from Moon. You can hear the radio transmitting to Moon, and you can hear what Richtofen's saying up there. But that is the reason why the eye colour of the zombies change. At round 25, up on Moon, the Ultimus characters complete the Easter egg, Richtofen gains control, and so the eye colour of the zombies change, not only on Moon, but everywhere on Earth as well. So anyway guys, that is all I have for you for today's video. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you drop a like rating. Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section below, and also subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the latest zombies videos on the channel. If not, it's up to you guys. whatever you want to do. Black Ops 4 is just, is it like 9 days away from now? So that's freaking awesome. Now, I am not one of the YouTubers who's gone to try out to play it early. So, I mean, hopefully there's nothing spoiled on the first few days. I just like it when everyone can do everything together and the whole community gets a chance to discover things together on day one. But either way, I am extremely excited. Expect plenty of videos to come, and until next time, goodbye.